Hi Brenda, great to see you again on the range yesterday. Just to recap on the work that we did, if we look at you here on the far left hand side, the Y shape created at address is much improved on your previous session. The issue we have now is your ability to strike the ball consistently. We're getting a lot of shots now that are a little bit thin, a little bit heavy. If we look at the movement that you make, you maintain the Y shape during the takeaway. You then start to create that L shape. There is a little bit of a lack of wristing, but we'll work on that as we go. The big problem is that big move off the line. See there that you move off the line, which now requires you to move back onto the line in order to strike the ball properly. And we can see in this instance, the head and the chest do not actually return back to their original position. As a result, you make it very easy to hit the ground behind the ball because the centre of the swing has moved behind the ball on the way back. In an attempt to prevent that happening, the elbows divide, which gives us this narrow look through impact where we've lost the Y shape. If we take a little look at this gentleman here in the centre of your screen, you're going to see a much more centred backswing. You can see there's no movement at all to his right, stays very centred on that line. Now as he comes through impact, he's just made it very easy to strike the ball first. He's going to hit the ball, strike the turf, and you can see that nice straight arm position as he comes through, that Y shape maintained, largely because he isn't at risk of hitting the ground behind the ball. So what we're trying to get you to do is put a bit of resistance to the side of your head during your backswing. And you can see when we do this, and I'm not going the whole way here, I'm giving you a little bit of leeway, cutting you a little bit of slack while you get used to it. But on the way back, there's not as big a movement off the ball. Consequently, we can get back to the ball much easier and get the weight moving towards the target. So the big issue we have is too much of a movement behind the golf ball. We need to long term, we need to stay much more centred on that line. There's a fraction of a move off it there, but nowhere near as much as before. And towards the end of your session, you were staying nicely on that line and clipping the ball away nicely on the way through. Good luck with it. Look forward to working with you again in a couple of weeks' time. Well done. Speak soon.